And you know, I have Steppin with Marcus J, live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thank everybody for rocking with us tonight. We appreciate it. Had such a fabulous and dope show tonight. We got through so many different things and so many different kinds of pieces of the show, different aspects, and you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm filled up so much by how dope the show was tonight. As all good things come to an end, tonight's show happens to be at that point. So what I want to do at this point is give everybody an opportunity to close out with their own rant and their own closing, and so that's what we're doing right now. And so we'll start with our special guest, and of course our sister Maisha. I'm gonna have you grab the mic first. Grab the mic, and you know, you've been here before, so you know how rants and closings
really
work. Yeah.
Really? Did you really just put me on the spot like that? Like, I was not expecting to go first.
Okay. Maisha got the mic. What you got? That's how I roll.
Talk about your event
real quick.
Yeah.
So, talk about my what?
Your event, the event you got.
Yo, let me tell you.
Well, that's not a rant, though.
He loves you, yo.
I love him, too.
Yeah, but the rant is, whatever you want to.
The rant, I can't. Well, you know what? I can rant about it in a positive way. Yeah. So, you know, my rant for the next 30 seconds is going to be how we need to get out and support each other. We have business owners in here. We have a dance instructor in here. Yoga. We have a boutique owner in here. We have Marcus J in here. We have Lissa P, comedian Lissa P in here. We have Arthur Carissa in here. And so it's important that, you know, we come together and support each other. It is sad. It saddens me and it breaks my heart that our people, our black people in our culture, we do not support like we should. We will stand in line. We will go on the internet. We will pay for a lottery ticket for a pair of tennis shoes to make Michael Jordan rich. But you will not come out and support some of your own local people. Get out, support each other. Get out and support each other. There are free activities. There's some inexpensive activities that everybody can, family-oriented activities that people can go to support each other. So that's my rant. I'm not going to hoop and holler and cuss like I did a couple of weeks ago. But I will serve that ass some tea the next time I get here.
Yeah. You ever heard that song by what's the dude? I Ain't Never Scared. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I feel like he's about to play that song.
You gonna play that song?
Nah.
Okay, not tonight.
Because you want me to. Yeah.
So that's my rant for today. Just get out and support. That's my passion. Is just I want to see people just get out and support. I went out into the community on Saturday. It was a lot of community events. There were back to school drives, and it was just sad to see our people not out supporting, like, you know, book bag drives, back to school supplies, and, you know, like, really, people? Like, what the hell is really good? Get out and support each other. It just burns my blood to see people stand in line for hours for sneakers to pay $200, but you won't go and support, you know, your local boutique owner or your local new yoga instructor or your new cafe that's in the neighborhood, you know. So that's my rant right. Next.
Yeah, you know, hashtag on Marcus J, live from the Den. Legacy Internet Radio. I'm gonna put our new sister Ashley on the floor.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
will.
And the way this works is, you know, for folks who haven't been here before us, when they normally just say thank you for being here, but you got stuff. Like, you dope. You told us, like, in the last segment that you dope. But you was humble with it, but I heard, like, I'm dope, support me. So this is an opportunity where you say, I'm dope, support me. This is how they can support you right from you. My sister, who are you and why are we supporting you?
Thank you. So, I'll just share really quickly how I got into yoga. I got into yoga because I really wanted that, like, internal awareness, that internal wisdom, that self-consciousness, just to kind of learn how to guide through life. And so I saw that there was a need in our community for people to really be empowered. And so that's kind of the journey that I want us to really use tools and techniques of yoga to empower people so they can empower themselves. And then that leads into empowering your community. So get with me to do yoga, whether it's in an individual setting or a group setting, you can find me all throughout the city. You can look at my website, www.bearbalancelife.com. That's my company, Bear Balance. You can find me at Brewers. You can find me at Shako Slip Yoga if you're in Richmond. I travel, and so you can get me there, get me to you that way. Second, outside of my company, I work for the Department of Juvenile Justice, so this is going to take a turn, but I work with young black men and women that are incarcerated, and I'm passionate about that, and I'm always looking for men and women to support those youth as they come back into the community. So if you're ever interested in being a mentor, come and find me so I can connect you. Or if you have a talent or a gift or a business that you own or something that you'd like to share to bring up these young people, I am the person that to talk to, and I would love to talk to you and kind of figure out how you can get involved. So those are my two passions.
You got it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. It's good to meet you.
Ben did the waist yoga, y'all. Don't forget.
I knew it was going to come.
Absolutely.
Together.
Absolutely.
Ben, baby.
Ben.
Ain't No Half Step with Marcus J is going live on September 19th, 2016, Monday night at Brewers Cafe. And my brother and my homeboy, my friend, AJ Brewer, is here. He graced us with his presence, his wisdom, his intellect, his entrepreneurial spirit, and his dopeness. He's here. He's going to tell you who he is and why he's dope. What you got, brother?
Right. So
I should be like your hype man, yo.
Yeah.
I should be like your Flavor Flav.
That was my favorite rapper. I didn't know he wasn't a rapper until I became an adult.
For real?
When I was a kid, that was my favorite
I mean, I think I'm
artist.
cuter than him, but just a little. Not much.
Well, that's...
Yes.
Just a little.
Let me try to motivate some young women that may be listening to do the right thing.
Here we go. Mic goes down. I'm done.
Okay.
So the past 2 years, I went from making $100,000+, right? Great job, great benefits. Had a beautiful young lady. Had a beautiful little boy named Parker. He's the man. Today, however, skip forward through all the great things that are happening in my life. Today, I was in the juvenile domestic court building at Chesterfield, whatever. And I was there because the young lady that I kept hinting at, we have now split and we are in a custody issue. Without giving you guys too many details, because I would hate for you guys to hate her. But do me a favor, please. I have too many friends that can relate to this story. There are too many good parents, both men and female, that are involved in a situation that is not only detrimental to their own psyche, that tears them down, but breaks down their family. There were about 20 people in that class with me, and we all seemed to have the same story, that we were all, it was all somebody else's fault. And so I just want to encourage people that no matter what you're going through, if you're doing something great in your community, if you're rich, if you're successful, if you're a yoga instructor, if you're a guidance counselor, do me the biggest favor and try to think about your actions and how they can affect your children. And so it's very hard for me to get through the days at Brewers Cafe. It's very hard for me to sit in this room and joke with people. It's very hard for me to enjoy my life right now, because I went from seeing my son every day, opening my coffee shop, going to City Hall, to not even knowing where he is right now. And I don't say that to belittle this young lady, because she probably feels like she's doing what's in her best interest. But do me a favor, and if my story can motivate anybody, everybody always tells me that I inspire them. I had a group of 16 Altria executives come and close my shop for an hour. They paid me a substantial amount of money to close my shop just to hear me inspire them, and subsequently have been stopping by my shop because the story is unbelievable, right? Marcus J., you know the story. It's an unbelievable story. But I bring this up because I'm an open book. You know, I told people that I quit my job because making money is bullshit. Excuse my language. I tell people that I showed people my proposal video because I wanted to inspire people to love again. I tell people this story because it does me no justice to keep it to myself. And so, although sometimes I try to motivate people and inspire people to do amazing things, this mini rant is for somebody who's listening who is taking their significant other through hell because of what they did to them and subsequently destroying their relationship with their child. I, thankfully, have a great set of lawyers, and it's going to end very well with me. But I have too many people that can connect with this story. Too many people. I wish everybody was like, man, like, that's terrible. How the hell are you dealing with that? But I got too many people that are telling me, like, yo, man, that's just how it go. So whoever's listening to this that can sort of, like, change the direction in which they're headed when it comes to parenting and communicating with their significant other, let this be motivation to do the right thing. Always. I don't care what your intentions are. Do the right thing. So that was on my mind, and that's always on my mind because Parker's my homie. Marcus, you know Parker.
That's the mayor.
Yeah, that's the mayor of Manchester, man. So I hate to be a Debbie fucking Downer. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. It slipped out.
Hey, man.
I'm apologizing
I
now.
got you,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Hey, look, you was on a roll, and
now you got to cut me off.
No. Because this is one of those moments where, because I love you, and because I understand what you're going through, and because as a brother, not just because I love you, as brothers, and know you, but because I understand what's going on with you, you want to say the F word 4 times on a show where we never say it, it's all right.
And you know, let me end it with this.
Again.
So people very, very close to me know exactly what the other party is doing. And so they always say, Aint, you just got to put up with this because on September 12th, things are going to change for the better. And their response is, you're going to get everything you want. And my reply to them is as if that judge says, it reprimands that young lady and says, hey, Mr. Brewer, you get whatever you want. I'm going to look the judge and Miss Young Lady in her eyes and tell them, no, that child deserves his mother. And so my intention is not to have full this and no, she can have visitation and it's supervised and no shit like that. Yeah. So just be careful, man, because your kids need you. They need their mother. They need their father. Yeah. So don't try to. There was some young lady so proud that her child's father was on visitation, supervised visitation, just so proud of herself. And she wasn't black, so I don't want to address this to black people because this is biracial. This is across the country. Just, you know, the child needs both parents, and so just try to put yourself before your need to want them to be privileged in some school system in Chesterfield County, or your need to pat yourself on the back for being some great person. That child needs their parents.
You know, I understand where you're going, and I understand the frustration. I have not been through that, so I won't say that I've been through it, but I've seen it. And I've had people close to me who have been through it. And so as a man, I could tell you that I know what it feels like to have the fear of losing your child, because you live in a world where the mother is primary, not only to the child, because you can see it sometimes in the child's eyes, but it's also that way with regards to their court system. And so it's tough because as a man, you feel like the deck is stacked against you. So I respect that. And I hope that anybody that's listening, male, just, stay strong, brother. And female, understand that you may have an issue with the brother, but don't make the child suffer because you got an issue with the brother. Because at the end of the day, if you hear the last thing that our brother AJ just said, on that day, if things go very much in his favor, what he's going to say is, we need to do this together. It ain't about me. So I appreciate and I respect that. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio, Dating Pool Diva. It's time for you to close it out with your rants and your closings. Thank you for being here with the Diva Diaries. My sister, what you got?
Thank you for having me here, as usual, every fourth Monday. I'm just going to review some quick things for, stuff that I'm doing, events and stuff like that. As you guys know that been following me, I have the Bittersweet trilogy that I'm working on. I have the first parts, A Taste of Bittersweet Fruit and Venomous, and I will be completing Aftertaste by December. That is my goal, to be done with that by then. And so hopefully people will support and purchase the third part of the trilogy. I have 7 books total, but the bittersweet part of it is my baby, because I have web series around it. I have a soundtrack around it. So bittersweet is like my trademark now. Look out for that in December. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Author Charisma on Facebook and Charisma Brown on Twitter. Also on YouTube, Bittersweet TV. The Love Revolution. Love Revolution is very, very important. Not for me, not for any individual. It is something that our community needs. I have a fundraiser up on GoFundMe.com. I've been trying for months now to raise money in order for us to get a nonprofit status, so that when we have these homeless drives, and we have them annually or biannually, but I want to be able to do it more often and to have the funds and the resources that we need. If we can't get a nonprofit status, then we can't get the funds and the resources that we need, because individuals are not going to give us everything that we need to push this forward. We need organizations involved. We need bigger corporations involved. And so, I'm hoping that people will go to the GoFundMe page. That's GoFundMe.com/Love Revolution RVA. And, donate whatever you have, $1, $5, whatever you got, so that we can get to our goal. It costs about $500 for the nonprofit status. We have 120 right now. So, I want us to be able to reach that goal soon. And especially for the people who donated. We had several people who donated to the fund already, and I want to thank them personally. Demetrius, who comes on the show a lot, was one of our donors. I want to say thank you to her, and, so many other people that it's too many to name. Our next forum is set to be in November 18th. That's the third Saturday in November. The third Saturday. We usually meet from 4 to 7, and the location is not set yet, but if you follow me on Facebook, you'll be able to get notifications on when our next forum will be. And lastly, I'm very excited about a fan page that I started on Facebook called the Underground Entertainment Blog and fan page. Basically, it is set up for artists. Like we had tonight, we had, the Danny Ray and Brethren group. Artists like that, we want to spotlight them, whether they're local or they're national. If they're undiscovered or they're underground, we want to put them out there. And so I have a lot of information on there so far. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks now, but I've gotten a lot of support and a lot of people interested in the group, so we want to continue that. I have a blog spot. If you go to Author Charisma .blogspot or at blogspot.com, you can see some blogs that I've written, some articles that I've written in regards to different artists in different locations. So that's what I got going on. I hope you guys are able to support my mission, because I want to give back to the community, but I need some support in that. Thank you for having me.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, live from the Den, Legacy Internet Radio, and we will close out the show with the co-host of the night, the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio, my sister and yours, comedianess Lissa P.
Ow, ow!
Okay, Legacy Internet Radio family. I'm going to keep it brief because I know you're ready to log off because I'm ready to get out of here. So, again, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, again, to Legacy Internet Radio. You can check us out, all of our shows that we have here Sunday through Saturday at www.legacyinternetradio.com. Put our phone number in your contacts at 804-402-2893. First and foremost, I want to thank Marcus J of Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J for having me here in the den with him. I really appreciate it. I know sometimes I get loose at the lips as well, but he just gives me the dead man Forrest Whitaker eye, and we keep moving. I also want to thank I also want to thank Dan Ray and the brethren for coming in to blessing us with their presence here at Legacy Internet Radio. You guys, again, check them out on iTunes, or you can check them out individually. Again, Dan Ray, Martin, and Steven, thank you guys again so much for coming in. I want to thank again Miss Maisha Hawkins. She is her boutique is called, again, Especially for You. It is Thrift and Consignment Shop that is here in RVA at 921 Hull Street. Make sure that you support her, yes, at Suite 5. Again, she has an event coming up Saturday, November the 10th.
September the 10th.
Yeah, September the 10th. For MS and autism awareness. So Legacy Internet Radio, we will be in the house that day as well. Again, support our brother AJ. You know, y'all, he's doing big things. And for you all who won't talking to AJ before, don't be trying to get no cup of coffee later, because we ain't gonna serve it to you. I mean, yes, we will. We're gonna take your money, then we're gonna talk about you when you leave. But we love y'all just the same. So again, Legacy Internet Radio, each and every one of you, thank you so much for tuning into us. We love you. We couldn't do it without you. Peace and endless blessings.
Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, live from the den, Legacy Internet Radio. And I want to just kind of start off by thanking everybody who rocked with us tonight. We had a dope show. Get through these real quick. Dan Ray and the brethren, thank you for being here. A couple of people who either checked in social media or Facebook Live. Danielle FLA, Marvin, Sharon Fields, Keandra, Tony, LM, Michelle K, Tim Man, Amber, McKee, let's see, Russ, Melissa Payne, Katrina, all checked in. Shout out to our clairvoyant medium Shayna Latia, who popped in tonight. Special thank you to the folks in the room. Our sister Maisha is here. Of course, the Dating Pool Diva is here. Our new sister Ashley is here. And of course, our brother AJ Brewer, who will be hosting Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, live from not the den, but from Brewers Cafe on September 19th, 2016, right there in our Richmond, Virginia area. It'll be on location, so we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for listening to the flagship show, Legacy Internet Radio. You hear us every Monday at 7. Tuesdays you hear live on radio. Wednesdays you got the Urban Serengeti, All Throttle Radio on Thursdays, the Woke Squad on Fridays. You hear the replays of our shows all day on Saturdays, and on Sundays you've got the Amplified Gospel, and then of course you've got the show Twi After Dark on Sunday night. Special thank you to our First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio, comedian S. Lissa P, for helping me rock this show tonight. Couldn't have done it without her. We appreciate her. At this time of the show, we always profile a missing and or exploited child. Tonight is no different. We're looking for Jameer Durham. Jameer Durham is a black male missing from Manassas, Virginia. He's 12-year-old black male. He stands 4'8". He weighs 98 pounds. He was last seen on August 19th wearing a long-sleeve white shirt and gray sweatpants. If you have seen Jameer Durham, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.com, or contact them by phone in the Prince William Police Department, 703-792-6500, or call 1-800-THE-LOST, 1-800-843-5678. At this time, I will close it out with my rant and my closing. It is very brief. I will just say this. if you decide that you want to go to another country and tear up some shit, you should be expecting to go to jail. If you steal something in another country, you should expect to get your hand chopped off. If you go to another country and you decide that you're going to tear up a bathroom, you should expect to have a gun put in your face. If you live in America and you happen to be a black person who gets pulled over by a cop, you should not have the same consequences as an American who goes to another country and tears up some stuff. Yes, I am speaking in hyperbole and satire, but keep in mind that this brother, Ryan Lochte, went to another country and displayed his terrible ass in front of the world and embarrassed the entire country. And you got some folks that are saying boys will be boys. These same folks who had issues with our sister Gabby Douglas, who decided that she wasn't going to put her hand over her chest and sing the national anthem for whatever reason, and I won't even get into what the reason was because it's not that serious, and they decided in social media they was going to completely torpedo this young lady. Let's keep in mind, y'all, there are different standards for different people, and when every single person understands and identifies that, then I think we will be able to have the real honest conversation. As long as you got some folks who say things like, you know, they don't do that in this country, which is what someone actually went on TV and actually said they don't do that in this country. Yeah, people die in the street at the hands of police because they might happen to look a certain kind of way or they might happen to be wearing something else. This is the epitome of what white privilege is all about. Don't get in your